Hello everybody, this is Mary with Orion's Corner, and this is our first YouTube video. My daughter and I make jewelry together, and we thought we would give this YouTube thing a little bit of a go. We definitely learn a lot on YouTube ourselves. Now, I will admit what I'm doing today, I've already created one necklace, and I did take the design off of another site. 99% of what we create are our own designs, but I thought this was so pretty. I just went ahead and duplicated it. I tweaked it a little bit, but hardly at all. Here it is. It's this beautiful necklace that has the toggle on the bottom with this gorgeous lapis lazuli freeform pendant. So that's the finished product. You just kind of put it on in the front with the little toggle, and it's really pretty. So what I will do is I will make sure that I will post the products that I got. They came from Cherry Tree Beads, and it was actually their design that they had put on there. But like I said, I had to tweak a couple things. So I'll show you what I'm doing differently, but not very different. But this is a example of the beads that I'm using. I'm almost done stringing the second one, but I don't want you to have to watch me do this forever because it does take quite a bit of time. You can get these strands of the lace agate mix that are faceted rondelle beads. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I managed to get that necklace that I had showed you earlier out of one strand of these. So obviously this one's been cut and I'm still stringing it. Then I add in between the beads, and I've already just taken them off of the string because I've actually managed to get almost two necklaces out of this one strand. I don't know if you can see these little beautiful sparkly sapphire 2mm faceted little beads as well. So those are the things that are causing me a little bit more time to get this put together. And instead of, I think perhaps what they suggested to string it on, I'm a big fan of Soft Flex. And this is the medium in satin silver. I do have it in some other colors. I just went ahead and chose to use silver today because I've got a silver toggle bolt and things like that. So I like this, and like I said, I used medium. I have the fine, but I kind of felt like this needed medium in the long run anyway. So I'm using that instead, and the wire that I'm going to use for this, instead of the silver plated 20 gauge, I'm ending up using 22 gauge. I wanted something a little bit thinner. Originally, I actually tried to do something else with that, but we're gonna just show you what I'm doing. I will probably start to speed this up in the video so you don't have to watch the whole thing, but I'll give you a little background on who we are. My daughter is a college student, and so of course she's only home for the summer, and then she gets to go back in August. But the fun thing is this is something that we do together, and she absolutely loves making jewelry as much as I do, but she's actually a pre-med major, so this will not be her lifelong job. But while she's in the midst of studying anatomy and things, she makes some of the cutest and funnest things surrounding that topic. So you'll have to check her stuff out, especially if you have a youngster maybe that's in college or biology, and check her things out because they are awfully cute. And the other fun thing about us doing this together is that we both bring something different to the table. And that's cool. I mean, I bring probably more, I don't know, boho-ish, rustic, and things like that, except for this particular necklace, and a lot of beaded stuff. And she is the one who brings some of the really cute, adorable stuff, funny stuff, and elegant stuff. She will spend hours on some elegant necklaces that will just take her quite a long time. And she's the type that will design them first before she puts them together. And I, on the other hand, I kind of wing it. And I'll string something together and go, never mind, I don't like that. Let's try this again. So that's a little bit about us. And Orion's Corner, the name Orion's Corner is a little unique. Of course, I'm cheating and using a magnifying glass over here, by the way, because these holes are so stinking small. Oh my gosh. See, I'm starting to get stuck. Orion, of course, the constellation Orion is something that my daughter thought was so cool, being this science-y person she was. And we got a dog 5 years ago, and therefore we had to name him Orion. And he doesn't look like a constellation. He's a Pouchon or Biche Poo. You can call him either way. So he's part Bichon Frise and Poodle, black. And he is kind of a grayish little guy, just about 14 pounds. And very high energy. Oh my gosh. very high energy, way more than I anticipated. And he's just a lovable little dog. So we decided to call this, well, I just decided to call this Orion's Corner, because he just like follows me like glue. And so that's the reason why it's called Orion's Corner. It's not because we had some, thing flash before our eyes and go, oh my gosh, you got to call it this. I don't know. He's just a cutie. So that's our name. And we actually just got our things up on Etsy. We sell on Etsy. I had a debate on which. I was on Shopify for a while, but not necessarily with the jewelry. I don't like that blue to blue. By the way, I'm going to stop for a second. I typically string the necklace the way the original strand comes because the colors are just so well put together. But if you notice, it was 2 blues in a row, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to take that one off. I'm going to go ahead and put the next one on, which is more red, and I'll probably put this other blue on and a blue one on and a couple more beads. I don't want them to be completely smashed up against each other with the same color. So sometimes I have to tweak it a little bit, but not much. But see, I forgot what I was saying. Oh my gosh. Needless to say, we enjoy doing this, and we have started in August, and it's been quite a fun ordeal. And we actually have done 2 vendor events, so in person, just in the last month. We've got another one this weekend, which is kind of a 2-dayer. And then we have more in August before she heads out to college. And then I am stuck on my own while she's gone, doing a lot more in the fall. You see, this is why I'm not going to make you watch me do this. So for now, I'm going to stop just for a second, and I will speed up this video so you don't have to watch me painfully string the rest of these. And then I'll come back on when I have it done. Yeah, I don't like that either. We're going to change that color around a little bit. Hey, whew. As you might have been able to see, some of those little sapphire beads were just a bear to deal with. So some of them just slide on really easy, and some just take their sweet time. So now what I'm going to do is attach it to the toggle, and the toggle is going to have the pendant attached to it. So we're going to start off with this, and I always like to start off with this end piece. And I have my little crimp beads, which I think can be really evil when you play with one and you pop it around and then you've lost it in the carpet. That's such a delight. But this is a really small one. Don't ask me what size, but I don't know. It's really tiny. And I'm not so sure how my camera's doing, but it's tiny. It's not the smallest one I have, but it works. Then I'm going to put on 2 jump rings at the end here rather than 1. So it just enables that toggle to move a little bit better. Now, I probably don't have to do that, to be honest, because a jump ring you can separate. Mine are not closed jump rings. I have closed jump rings, but I'm not using those right now. So then I'm going to fold this baby over. Probably not the most coordinated person. I should be. And don't ever expect to see fancy nails on me. I'm a pianist by profession, to be honest. So I never have nails. So what I want to do is go ahead and tighten that up a little bit and just leave a little bit of a loop. Oops, I think I'm going the wrong way. I am. Let's pull it this way. It's easier if I actually hold it with this. There we go. Sort of. You know, plus I'm on camera, so I'm a little bit more. You know how to hold it so tight. There we go. Slide it up. I really don't want that much out, but we've already broken 1 set of flush cutters. I think we need to have stock in them. Okay, so just want a little bit up there at the top. Then I'm going to smash that crimp tube. Then I like to cover them up if I can. And sometimes they look great, sometimes they don't. So I've got my little crimp cover, crimp tube cover, crimp cover. I just have a little kind of a C looking one. And this one seems to fit fairly well. Now I will say that I do have a crimp pliers, but they don't work that well until you just kind of start to get it down. And I have yet to find another pair. I haven't looked that hard, to be honest, because I feel like I'm kind of maneuvering around with this, but they don't fit these bigger ones, these bigger crimp covers. I mean, I can't even get them in there, but hold on. We're going to get this covered up without us seeing that little seam, I hope. Hey, there we go. So that's pretty well put together. I'm a perfectionist. It's maybe not as perfect as I would like it to be, but I think it's pretty well seamed together, covered up. And again, I'm going to put another jump ring on here, okay? I'm going to do that in a second. So I never cut off the end of my wire basically though until I've got the other end done. Just letting you know, because I found that I was wasting some. So I'm going to try to tuck this wire in, and then there's no way that is going to fit into that sapphire piece. So let's just pick a pair of cutters and see what works. Those are not cutters, those are pliers. I have no idea where those came from. We got some from, see, I'm just having trouble. I thought, oh, never mind. We actually got some from Amazon and we got some from Home Depot. And I'm not exactly sure the pair that broke where those are from. So I'm going to have to figure that out and get more. So now I've got that a little bit tighter up there. I'm going to push everything down, make sure it falls down fine. There we go. Okay. Then I can cut off the end of this one, and I'll give myself just about that much room. I really don't need probably that much, but it is easier to work with. So I've given myself about 1.5 inches there. Okay, so now comes the crimp tube somewhere. Oh my gosh, it's just, my dog knows where everything falls on the floor, and we do make a mad rush to pick it up. And we also have, where'd it go? Oh, yeah, our dog isn't that well trained. Drop it 4. I mean, I've given up trying to train him too much. So now I've got to get this little baby in with my other jump ring, and I want a jump ring that is already closed up, to be honest. And these are not really well closed up at all. So let me do that so I don't have to play with that and then get it back on there. Hey, I will say my goal is to get one of those machines where I can solder these jump rings together, but I just do not have the finances for that right now. I know people use them for permanent jewelry, but I don't have any interest in doing permanent jewelry, but I want the machine to do all this other cool stuff with it. Okay, so we're going to put this in the tube. I'm gonna go ahead and poke it through the bead as well and let it come on out this side. Pull it. So I've just a little bit. Now here's the trick. I wanna make sure, hey, that turned out better than some of my other ones. I don't have any like looseness in here that's showing the string, and it's not. It's doing really well actually. So I have just a little bit up here. I think I could probably pull it a little bit more. Just a little bit. Now I'm going to smash down. Hold it, I don't think I'm still happy with that. Let me push that down. There we go. Now I'm gonna pull it up again. I'm surprised I haven't broken anything yet. Okay. Boop, smash, smash. Cool. Okay, so that worked great. Come in here with my flush cutters, cut it as close as I can. These are the ones, like I said, my daughter had over there, and I kind of took them because mine were not working that I had over here. So then that's pretty well hidden. Now I'm going to put this other bead cover on, the C-shaped bead cover. Put that together. I'm gonna first do this. Ah, that kind of went faster than I anticipated. Okay, now let's get see if we can kind of round it out. Let's pick up, oh, for Pete's sake. Let's pick something out over here. Okay, keep that little jump rings in my way though, to be honest. See if I can get it in there a little bit. And I kind of go around the whole thing so it makes it into a circle. Yeah. Ugh. Actually, I don't like that one. I do not like that one. You know, when you do these things, sometimes the one you don't like is the one you keep. Oh, actually, it turned out better. Okay, just had to keep playing with it, maneuvering it. So here we go. We're going to add another jump ring. Some of these I can open up with my fingers. That's pretty heavy gauge one, though. Now that that is on there, I'm going to add a toggle end to this one. If I can find that hole. There we go. I will need these. I need 2 pliers. So it's really close and together. Looking good. Okay, sliding that over. Then I will put the other, another jump ring over here. There we go. Attach the other end of the toggle. Bum, 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 bum. Here we go. Dun, 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 da, 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 da. I sing to myself, I talk to myself. Actually, we usually watch a lot of crime shows. My daughter's pre-med desire isn't your typical pre-med. So we have to watch crime shows because she wants to be a forensic pathologist. A little different. Okay, that is exactly what I wanted. So now the last thing I have is to add the beautiful lapis. This is where I'm going to take my wire and I'm just going to kind of guesstimate how much I need. I don't really need a whole lot, to be honest. So I'm going to go ahead and straighten it out. These good old flatteners, just so I can kind of get a good edge in here. Let me see my other one. I was managed to wrap the wire around about, but it was double wire. Oh my, that's going to be hard. About 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to estimate. So I'm going to say about this much. And so that's probably about 3 inches total if you were going to measure before you put it in there. That's just a guesstimate. Okay, then we take this toggle, and I do it this way just because it's easier. Take it down. I'm trying to think about how far to go down because I want to wrap it around. And I can pretty much do this. The only thing I'll twist this in a second. There we go. Okay. And I can play with this a little bit with my pliers as well because I have to. One end is a little bit longer than the other and I might have to trim that up a little bit. Twist that. So that's more straight. That's actually more straight than my other one. Now I'm down to this, and I think what I'll probably do, to be honest, is cut that last piece off. Because that doesn't make any sense. So, ta-da. Okay, make sure this one came around. Let's go to the back. Trim that baby off. And then, if needed, I could kind of sand that down a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can tighten it up a little bit more and have it more flush up against the top, the wire that it's wrapped around, so it's not sticking out or causing any trouble. Well, one is going very well. The other one is being very stubborn. Let me see. And that makes it stick out on the front, so let's do this again because I don't like that at all. I'm gonna have to use my magnifying glass. Sorry, folks. Comes a point in life where you just gotta use the help. Because I don't want to cut the wrong thing. I'd be really upset if I cut the wrong thing. I really don't want to restring anything, although that would not affect my other stuff. Okay. Ta-da! So there we go. And again, you've got your toggle, and you're going to, I don't know why I said toggle bolt earlier. This makes it a little bit easier to put on with the extra jump rings. Voila! So, hope you enjoyed that. I will put the links below on the beads, where to find them, where to get them, and I actually got the lapis as well from Cherry Tree, and the Soft Flex you can get on Amazon or actually through the Soft Flex company. I will say that what I've noticed is the Soft Flex website, they offer a lot more colors than they offer on Amazon. And other than that, I will admit, I don't know exactly where we even got this. I don't know if I ordered it somewhere or what. It says Beadsmith, but I will tell you that it is 22 gauge tarnish resistant craft wire, titanium color. So it says, like I said, beadsmith, but I don't know where I got it. So I hope you enjoyed that. Hey, share with anybody if you'd like. We would love to have some fans, and we appreciate you watching this. Thanks. Have a great day.